Okay, so here we are on a test document, and I'm going to walk you through some basic page formatting options that you have in a Google Doc. To access this, you're going to go to File, Page Setup, and you get this screen. The first option you have is to change the orientation of your page, so it will default to portrait, but you can change it to landscape. You just click on that and hit OK. You'll notice my paper will sort of flip to the side. I have my different bar across the top, and if you scroll down you can see that it has indeed flipped to landscape. If I want to change that, I'm just going to go out to File, Page Setup, and choose Portrait again and hit OK. The next thing we're going to talk about is the option you have for your paper size. So most of the time we use Google Docs in a completely digital environment, but sometimes you might want to print them and you might need a different paper size than just 8.5 by 11. So here's where you can change that, and I have lots of different options. And again, if I want tabloid 11.5 by 17, I just click that and hit OK, and you'll see that it will adjust. Now, it's nice to have this option if you are indeed printing, but sometimes I like to change the paper size, the digital paper size, if I'm in a document that I have a lot of people or we have a lot of text, and the 8.5 by 11 just feels a little restrictive. So I play around with the paper size even if I never intend to print the actual document. So don't be afraid to get in there and play around with your paper size, because it might create a document that's more fitting to the expectations that you have for a specific assignment or task that you are working on. Another option that you have is to actually change the page color of your document. So if you click on this, again, it will default to white, but I can change the background to a sky blue, and if I hit OK, you'll see that my document actually changes to that blue color. I don't typically use this unless this is a page that I am really going to use to publish to the web. I'll talk to you about how you can publish a website using a Google Doc in a video down the line a little bit, but you can go in and play around with the background color of your document within page formatting, and it's just under page color. I'm going to revert mine back, and then it's all set to go. The last option you have in page setup are the margins. It will default to a 1-inch margin all the way around your document. You can see mine is a little different. I changed that because I found myself going back in and changing my margins quite a bit. So I can go in and I can change them. If I wanted to change them back to 1 inch, I can change them as my default, or I can change them just for this specific document. If I just want it for this specific document, I just enter that and then I would hit OK, and they would automatically change. But if I wanted them to be my default, I would go back in and I would change them back. And then down here you can see set as default, and if I click that, it will not only change it for this document, but that will be the default for every document from here on out within my Google Drive until I go in and change it again. So those are just a few options that you have in your page setup or page formatting options when you are in a Google Doc.